Imagine this, you're able to tackle any challenge head on, free from laziness, procrastination, failure. All of life's obstacles is just a breeze to you. You glide through the hardest tasks, you're able to sit down, focus on things that require effort and time, and you win. How nice would that be? But reality tends to fall short. You just can't seem to get hold of your dreams yet. Your attention span, similar to that of a goldfish. Laziness is a shadow that just always looms in the back of your mind, in the corner of your room, tempting you to go away from tasks that better you and rather just binge Netflix. And whilst it's vital to take responsibility for your actions, it's not all your fault. See, the world has been deliberately, over the last few decades, made to be this way. We live in the attention economy, where companies are fighting on a battlefield to get your attention. We also live in a social media gold rush, living in a time where everyone is so connected online, yet we're living in a loneliness epidemic. But muting out the noise, zoning out the distractions, and eliminating the bad habits that keep you back and focusing on self-improvement instead is the best way to become disciplined this year. Furthermore, there's something I want you to understand. Discipline isn't something you can just buy at your local store. It's something you have to earn, you have to achieve through hard work, determination, grit, blood, sweat, tears, and failure. Discipline is your best friend in a journey to success. But the big question is, what is discipline? Discipline is being able to crack on with tasks and doing stuff even when you don't feel like it. So for example, going to the gym. Motivation is only going to the gym where you feel like it, whereas discipline is going to the gym regardless of how you feel. Doesn't matter if you're feeling lazy, slightly depressed, you have anxiety. Doesn't matter if your girlfriend broke up with you, if you lost your job. True discipline is doing stuff consistently every single day, despite external things like how you feel. It's the key to unlocking the chest of your dreams, and the map to finding it lies in these 5 key components of discipline. Component number 1, self-control. Think of yourself as a warrior embarking on a treacherous journey to war. Along the way, temptations try to lure you into their traps, try to take you off course, and the moment you fall for them, the moment you enter their dungeons, their caves, is the moment you lose that war. And I'm not talking about an actual war here, I'm talking about the war in here. The world has been set up in a way where there's hundreds of temptations trying to take you down. The key overlooked step of self-control is realising why you get tempted into these things. A common example is social media. See, billions of people use it as a form of escape, whether that's to escape from boredom, anxiety. A common pattern in the most disciplined people in the world, like David Goggins, is that they realise why they get tempted into these things. They may still get tempted into them, we're all human at the end of the day, but what they do is they eliminate that reason from the stem before it blossoms. See, another vital key part of self-control is focus. There's a quote I live by, and it goes, "The moment you want it as bad as you want to breathe is the moment you'll succeed." If you put your head down for the next 3-5 years and you just grind consistently on yourself, on your business, your side hustle, it's impossible to not succeed. And then that links to delayed gratification. Back in 1970, one of the most famous experiments took place. This was called the marshmallow test, and basically what they did was they got a group of kids together and they offered them all a marshmallow. But the catch here was that if they waited a certain period of time, they would get a second marshmallow, delaying gratification. And what the test found out was that the kids who delayed gratification, waited for the second marshmallow, were more successful, had better grades, less likely to abuse drugs or alcohol, and overall went on to live happier and healthier lives. Now, in order to live a happy life, you need to follow this step, and this is where component number 2 comes in. Consistency. See, consistency is all about showing up on a regular basis, staying committed, dedicated, driven. People who are consistent hit the gym every week. They don't miss a day, they go and they maintain the standard they put in every workout session. They don't dip in standards and they don't miss a week. No, every single day. Because think of consistency like a tree, right? You have a small seed. In order for that seed to grow to a big tree, you need to water it daily. You can't just water it once a week, once a month, and expect it to get massive. You have to water the tree a little bit every day until that small seed is now a big oak tree. Consistency beats talent when talent isn't consistent. So you've got to show up every day. You've got to put in the effort. Now, I'm not saying if you miss a day it's the end of the world. No one's going to die. But what I want you to remember and always think is that each time you slack, your competition's getting ahead of you and your dream is slipping away from you. A crucial part of discipline is forming habits. By consistently repeating habits, positive or negative, they become ingrained over a period of time. What may seem tough, like having a cold shower every morning, over a period of time just becomes automatic to the point you hop in the shower, you don't even realise it's cold because you've done it so much, you've been so consistent, you've overcome the barrier of pain, you've overcome the hurdle of anxiety, and you've just showed up every day until what was once painful is now painless. Consistency also links to progress and improvement. See, small efforts over time can reap huge results. See, what separates the losers and the winners is that the losers, let's say, go to the gym. They expect to walk out after one session looking huge like a bodybuilder. Whereas the winners understand that it takes time, consistency and effort. They show up 3 times a week, 5 years consistently, miss a couple days, but then they hop straight back on the grind. And after 5 years of consistent hard work, it's paid off. They've got their dream physique, whilst the losers just sat in bed, wishing. In conclusion, it's about showing up consistently, putting in the effort consistently, and sticking to your goals consistently, even in the face of challenges and setbacks. So you've nailed consistency. You're able to show up every day, and you get on with it, and you maintain your standards. However, as life is, it throws challenges at you. This is where the third key component comes in, perseverance. Perseverance is basically the twin of consistency. Perseverance is all about pushing through challenges and setbacks even when things get tough. It's about being able to take the pressure when life throws obstacles at you, being able to not just overcome them, but to use them to your advantage. A famous quote I love by Dolly Parton is that, "To reach the rainbow, you must first go through the storm." Because at the end of the day, the best way to overcome your problems is to go through them. Think of them like a fire. If you leave the fire and you ignore it, what's it going to do? Burn your house down. Whereas if you were to confront the fire, you may get burned a bit, you may get some scars, you can extinguish it, and you can live happily. Consistency and perseverance are really similar. Consistency is about showing up on a regular basis, whereas perseverance is more about showing up on a regular basis despite challenges. A sub-part of perseverance is endurance, how much you can take. Furthermore, endurance is all about staying committed to a goal, persevering through the challenges, even when progress is non-existent or just slow. See, many people crumble under pressure. Think about how many people dreamt of starting a business, and then they took the first couple of steps, but then it just didn't work out. If they found it too complicated, X and Y just didn't happen, and then they gave up. As Martin Luther King once said, "Out of the mountain of despair lays a stone of hope." Persevering through life challenges is good, but what still remains is being efficient, making the most out of your day. We only have 24 hours in a day, 365 days in a year. And the thing is, that may seem like a lot, but when you subtract all the time you spent sleeping on bad habits, you're left with a tiny fraction of that time. So it's down to you what you do with the time you have. Do you manage your time well? Are you efficient? Do you get stuff done? You've got to be able to adapt, get back on track, crack on with it, and get the most out of the 24 hours you have in a day, so you can be successful and become disciplined. So in this video, we've covered 4 key components of discipline. See, discipline at the end of the day isn't something you just get. You can't buy it. You have to achieve it, and it takes a long, long time. It doesn't happen overnight. There's no such thing as instant success. So it'll take a while. You will fail, but it's about learning from those failures. Thank you for watching my video. If you want to learn more, click on